All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here at J.C. Lewis Ford, local Ford dealership here in Statesboro, Georgia. Sunday afternoon, evening. I've been making videos all day, just running all over dealerships. But this one I made before I left the house because I was curious. Now this is a Power Boost Lariat, but you can get it. I don't see another Lariat on here anywhere else that I was seeing sitting around. Here's one more right here is a standard. Is that a power? That's a Power Boost too. And I don't pay attention much to Lariat, but I do know here's one right here. Here's a Lariat right here. Yes, so here's an F150 Lariat FX4, which is what I priced out, and I have right here on my hand for my information. What are we coming in at here? $72,000, $71,192, which matches my $72,000 I have on there. So here it is right there for you. Lariat, which does not come with leather anymore. That is actually marine grade vinyl. They dumped that out on you in 2025. No longer get it. It's not an option for you now. Like I said, total cost reduction. They cut a lot of corners in these trucks today. Look at even the tires that are on these things. Really? This is what you get on a Lariat version of a, you know, what's what coming on a Lariat today. There you go. Interesting. They also have, we're going to cover this, so we're going to use that Lariat in a minute. But we come over here, they even got a King Ranch on here. Here's a 2025 King Ranch. Now this has got a level kit on it or a lift either way, and this looks like aftermarket tires. This looks like this has been done by the dealership here. I do not see an addendum sticker on it. I'm sure there is one, but the base truck, $79,000. Now, I bet they're probably charging $5,000 more for the tires and the lift, knowing this dealership to put it on there. But nice to see King Ranch. Here's a Tremor. We looked at this Tremor already. Here's that Tremor 402A package with the Torsen front axles on this thing right here. And we are coming in at a whopping $80,000. But let's go back to that. Let's go back to our Lariat, because the reason I picked the Lariat is because the F-150 lineup of trucks, now this can go for anything, doesn't matter, Chevy, Ford, whatever it is, but we are at Ford, so we're talking Ford. The Ford lineup goes from the XLT to the STX to from the XL to the STX to the XLT to the Lariat to the King Ranch to the Platinum to the Tremor. Okay, you have like 8 different trim levels. I picked the middle of the road trim level. We picked a Lariat. A Lariat, non-Power Boost, but a Lariat, this white one right here. A middle of the road today F-150. Okay, this is number 2 is an STX, which I actually think looks much better. I like the wheels better. I like the painted bumpers and the grill better. I like the look of an STX better than this all day long, but this is the Lariat. This is the middle line trim level. It comes in at $72,000 right there for this truck. What could we buy instead? So when you see this truck, a mid-level F-150 rolling down the road today, what could you have bought for the same thing? Well, I went through and I checked the luxury brands. So let's see here. So in Porsche, you can get a Macan, you can get a Porsche Macan, $10,000 cheaper than this. You can get a 718. You can get a 718 for about the same price. There's like 3 Porsches that you could be driving for the price of this. What about BMW? All of them except for 5, which means there's 8 models of BMW that you could get and be driving for the price of this mid-level F-150 today. 8 of them out of the 13 models of BMW, 5 of them you can't touch, but you can get a 2 Series, 3 Series, 4 Series, 5 Series, i5. You can get an X1, you can get an X3, and X5. All of them are very affordable compared to a mid-level F-150. We're going to keep walking down the line here, though, as we know about that one, and we're going to keep talking. What about Mercedes? 15 models of Mercedes that you can buy for the price of that Lariat F-150. 15 models of Mercedes. Corvette, yep, you can get a base model LT1 Corvette for the less money than what that F-150 is. Land Rover, yep, you can get a Defender, you can get a Defender Sport, you can get a Land Rover Discovery, a Discovery Sport, you can get Range Rover. They all come in at less than that mid-level Ford F-150 Lariat does today. What about Lexus? Pretty much most of them. There's like 3 models of Lexus you can, but everything else basically is going to fit into that category, including the GX 550, which is absolutely amazing. All of these are going to come in at less money or equal money to what a standard F-150 mid-level trim is going to be. All right, sponsor in this video, we have LastFit, one of the best companies out there. We have the LastFit air compressor right here. You guys have seen me do video reviews on. I take this thing with me every place. It is absolutely incredible for cars, for bicycles, for all that kind of stuff. My Jeep has got a lot of LastFit stuff on it. We have LastFit fog lights right there that are absolutely incredible, those beams. We have LastFit high visibility turn signals right in here that are incredible. We have LastFit mats. We just got done putting in Bella's new Sentra. We have them in our 4Runner as well too, but look at the coverage here. How about that for never having to vacuum your vehicle out again? Just dump your crap right out. Look at how great that is. And what if you got a kid in the back? Look at this car seat. Look at how nice this is. Again, never having to vacuum. Look at that coverage that we have in here. Absolutely incredible. And what about the trunk? Look at this. Again, never having to vacuum again. Just take this truck or the whole mat out and dump it off and get rid of all the stuff on there. Super simple and easy. So we use LastFit for everything. I cannot say enough good things about the company, even in our truck. This bed mat, this custom fit, molded, super good, lipped, ribbed. This thing is incredible, and it is LastFit liners for this entire thing here. Tough as nails, durable as it gets. Cannot say enough good things about LastFit, and we appreciate them taking the time to sponsor this video and put their stuff out here and show us their amazing products. Their website and information running below for you, and it will also be in the video description as well. Check them out. You will be very happy with all the products they make. I am. That's crazy when you think about that today. As you drive down a road and you watch all the F-150s and all the pickup trucks drive by you, and then we see occasionally, you see that BMW or that Mercedes or that Land Rover, and you're like, oh my God, somebody's got money. Kind of makes you laugh when you think about it today that you could buy pretty much almost all of them for less money than you pay for the average full-size pickup truck today. Kind of nuts, really. Think about it. And it shocked me when you put it into perspective and look at it in the reality of it. And here we are, 2025. Look else is pretty interesting when you look at them. Look at all the antennas just line up right down the row. Yep, still antennas. Not putting the glass, now I don't mind that. I'm okay with that, but I do find it very interesting that we are still seeing, look at all these antennas, external antennas, 2025, still seeing external antennas on them. Pretty interesting, that's the world we live in, but interesting enough that, like I said, it will change the way you look at the vehicles you see on the road today, knowing how much money a full-size truck is today. I can go over there to where the HD trucks are, and they are going to be more reasonably priced than what an F-150 full-size is. Okay, they're going to be similar or real world. That is the reason that so many low-level trims, STX, which is by far probably the most popular one, it looks good. Look at the STX in comparison. Okay, well, we got them right next to each other by that truck. Let's walk over there and take a look and see this, and we can see the reality of it. But it's like Ford kind of bumping their head here with some of their prices. They really are getting out of hand and getting kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, all of them do, but I mean, for the price of that, for the price of this, you could be in a ZR2 from Chevy, or you could be in a, there's so many trucks you could be in for this, but look at this thing, okay? These are not chrome. There is no such thing as chrome anymore. There hasn't been chrome on these in 15 years. This is chrome cladding. Okay, it's a plastic dip on here. Okay, that's plastic. It's a chrome clad stuff. It's basically like a plastic, a hardened plastic that's on there. There is no such thing as chrome anymore. Plastic, okay, coating on this thing. It's not real chrome anymore. Those days have come and gone. But here's that Lariat for what did we say it was? $72,000. Here's an STX. Is this four-wheel drive, or am I going to be shafted there? And I know it's going to be two-wheel drive because it's 47 two-wheel drive, but look at it. Still $47,000 for a two-wheel drive pickup truck. Insane. But let's look at this again. This really cool paint on here, but this is a luxury truck. This is a Lariat. We don't even have a spray and bed liner in a Lariat for $72,000. Okay, this is nuts that this is the stuff we're getting to. It's just insane. But I do love, if this was four-wheel drive, the STX package. I like the wheels better. I like the color match fenders better. I like the grille better. I like the look better. I like a lot of things a lot better on that. And no offense, but these things here I think are super cheesy. Not a fan of that setup myself. That's just cosmetic. But I'm wondering, where's that King Ranch? I'm wondering if they actually bedlined that King Ranch. Now I'm curious to see. Here it is right there, F-150 King Ranch. If this doesn't have spray and bed liner, I'm gonna just laugh. This is what I'm gonna do. And it does not. Oh my gosh, really? It does not. A King Ranch, and you don't even get bed liner put in it, or spray and bed liner done from the factory on it. You get the fancy, cheesy, cool flip out tailgate, but you do not get a bed liner in it. And still, Ford to this day, no low tie down points in the corners, on the front corners. You get them in the back corners, right there, but you do not get them in the front corners. Nope. And pretty interesting. And the tremor, even a tremor. No spray and bed liner in this tremor in an $80,000 truck. That's what I said. That's the craziness that we are dealing with today. Talk about technical cost reduction. Do you think that the Mercedes that you're buying, or the BMWs and stuff that we've been talking about comparing to this, do you think they're cutting corners like this? Probably not, and you can get them for less money than what it cost for these. That is the crazy part of this. Here's another tremor. Nope, no spray and bed liner. Matter of fact, I don't see a spray and bed liner anywhere. They just don't even do it no more. They're just like, Ford's like, no, fend for yourself, make your own problem, deal with it yourself. We don't got time for your crap. Oh, here's one. Here's one. What is this one? This one's spray and bed liner. This is a 2-wheel drive SX or STX, coming in at $47,700. How much are they charging us for it? Options. I don't see a bed liner listed on there. I don't see it listed on there, so I don't know. Is that true Line-X, or that's Line-X? That's 912 Line-X, so that's local. So they actually, the dealership did this, and they're going to charge you for it. So when you go to buy this, the dealership's going to charge you $1,000 for that. That's the reality of this world. God, I gotta love it. Like I said, I understand now why people that were so into trucks before as a luxury family vehicle because of their capabilities, why so many of them now do head over to BMW, to Lexus, to things like that, to get these really nice vehicles, because they're much cheaper and they're much better made today, and you don't got to deal with this technical cost reduction stuff. Questions, comments, put them down below. Thanks for watching.